With more and more delays happening around Hollywood when it comes to movies, productions seem to be next in line, as there's a sliding timescale of when things might go back to normal. And now Spider-Man 3 might find itself heading back to production in early September to sometime in October. But this could always be up in the air, so let's talk about what this would mean for this film. So just so we are clear, right now, anything you hear about productions restarting, production starting to ramp up, the pre-production, set design, or anything, any of that can change literally at any moment. As we've seen so far, film delays, production delays, they're commonplace. Smaller scale stuff is trying to open up, but then again, these big multi-million or $100 million, $200 million films are a completely different beast, as you gotta cut off entire sections of streets, have hundreds upon hundreds of people working on them, so things are a little bit harder to get going on that front as opposed to TV. So when it comes to Spider-Man 3, that's going to be Sony's interesting film that they got to get out there, because we know Spider-Man 3 is going to start shooting at the same time as Uncharted, and they're going to be shooting both of those by Sony, but Tom Holland is going to be jumping between production. So again, they got to be very careful. Now, the latest reports have stated that September, early to late September, so anywhere in there really, to October could be the start date. But again, none of this can be verified, and they're just rumors right now, as the studios don't even know. So anything that comes out here, it's just kind of hearsay. The fact that everybody is kind of looking forward to that, though, means that maybe they're a little bit more hopeful, and that the production crews know a little bit more than most people. Now, what you have to realize is if they start in September, October, they're still good for that release date in November of next year. But if they're not starting pre-production by November, the film is getting delayed again. So again, this year we're in an interesting position where this whole slate we have, Spider-Man 3, everything, is just kind of hinging on when productions can open up. And again, Spider-Man 3, we don't know exactly where they aim to start shooting. So let's say if 2 of the 3 production locations require smaller crews, they might have to do something huge, like change complete elements of the film and rewrite it, or in worst case scenario, literally just wait and delay the film till they can shoot in these locations. And again, we don't know how it's going to go because it's Spider-Man. You got to shoot in New York. You're not shooting in New York. So again, they're going to have to be real careful with this, which obviously they could shift production to Atlanta or somewhere. But again, New York does have to be some part of it, unless they, for the first time ever, want to shoot Spider-Man in New York, which would be, well, that would be insane. And certainly that would garner a lot of hatred despite of what's happening around Earth, because Spider-Man fans hate Spider-Man.